crazy now, man. Listen, I'm watching TV and I see a scroller that goes across and says that we got the number 2 guy in the Afgan fight. We got the number 2 guy. Okay? The number 2 guy! And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, God damn. Like, it's like these motherfuckers are seeds now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the motherfucking track meet. Niggas the number 2 seed. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucking Wimbledon or some shit, man. We got the number 2 seed. You know, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, man. Why are we always catching the next best motherfucker? It's always the next best nigga that we get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, okay, before Osama bin Laden #1 target, even though I was some bullshit, but we understand. We play the game, we get it. That's who you say the boogeyman is. Okay, that's him. So we buy into it. And then a couple months later, they start talking about the number 2 guy. They start trying to throw these other guys in there. Man, there's been about 3 or 4 number 2s, man. I mean, really. What method are they using to determine what draft status they have? Because that's what these niggas are like. These niggas are like draft picks. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when a nigga go to the NFL draft, when he go to the combine, they say, okay, he has X amount of speed, check, got it. He has X amount of strength, boom, check, got it. You know, his leap in the building, got it. Okay, he's a first round. He's probably gonna be like the 4th or the 5th pick. Now, how would they determine a nigga get number 2 status? Do they say, okay, the last 4 days in a row, we seen this nigga come up out of the hut with a rocket launcher. Boom, dangerous, check. Last 4 days, we seen him with new towels on his motherfucking head. Boom, check. That means the nigga got economics. He got status amongst his peers. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the method that they use to determine who's the number 2 guy? That's how you know it's bullshit, man. Like, you have to have number 1 available. You have to have number 3 available to determine who's number 2. I mean, it's one thing if they said, okay, the number 1 guy that's in the Islamic Jihad was Saddam Hussein. We've heard of him. Boom. The number 2 guy is Osama bin Laden. He's the next guy who's part of the Islamic regime that's trying to run the world. Boom. He's number 2. Number 3 is Ahmadinejad. Like, if you give us people that we've heard of, that we acknowledge, okay, that would kind of make sense if you say, okay, we got him, we got him. Y'all niggas coming up with people that's in the motherfucking D-League. You understand? Abdul, like, the last nigga that they called, I don't even remember the nigga's name. Abdul something. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's coming from the motherfucking D-League. This nigga's in the D-League. And you trying to sell him, saying he's the next biggest threat. If you're gonna say that people are threats, at least give us names that we heard of. You understand? Not a nigga with 4, 5 different names and you caught him with some pictures with some towels around his hand, or you got him with an AK. Like, what was he 3, 4 years ago? Like, how do you determine that he's the guy? I mean, like, what kind of link can you give us to say, okay, he's with Osama bin Laden's crew? Because you haven't been able to produce him yet. He's with Osama bin Laden's crew. And this is how we know he's with his crew. See, because, you know, if you go that route, then we're going to be like, well, damn, we just made a catch bin Laden. The number 1 guy. So all this shit, man, stop giving us these C-listers, these B-list people. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to keep niggas on the hook, give us some people that we really heard of before. Otherwise, this shit is insane. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.